Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Olympus is here. We have a brand new map for Season 7. Obviously, everybody knows that, but I want to talk about some of the things that you should know about for Season 7. Now, I'm going to cover some of the pros, some of the cons. I'm going to save some of the things that concern me for the end of the video, but you're definitely going to want to stick around to hear some of these things. As far as what's good so far for Season 7, I believe the map is going to work out. Right now, it's a lot of third parties. People don't know where to land. People are still figuring out the map, which is totally understandable. The vehicles that they've added are a pretty good addition. Nothing really makes them overpowered. They haven't really concerned me in any way so far. And they give you the ability to get through this map fairly quickly because the map feels very large. I'm not sure what its actual size is in compared to World's Edge, but World's Edge definitely had a lot of rocks that weren't playable space. So Olympus doesn't really have that. Most of the land is playable. So that's a big thing to consider when you're playing on Olympus now. As far as the gun meta so far, the R99 being back is one of the best things that this game could have done. This game is not the same without the R99, and I know a lot of people feel that way. The Volt, however, may be a bit better. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I've been playing the Volt the last season, and it just I'm more used to it right now. But I don't know. The recoil isn't that bad at all, and the damage is pretty good. I think it's actually higher than the R99 by one DPS. So the Volt is still very strong. They obviously put the Prowler in the care package, which was a great move because the Prowler was busted, especially on controller. Some of the other guns that I did try out were the L-Star, the Triple Take, the Hemlock. The L-Star doesn't feel like it's as bad as the previous season, but I don't think it's still going to be like in the meta. It's not a very popular gun just because of the dynamics of the weapon. You know, you don't have a magazine. It doesn't really reload. It just overheats. There are no attachments basically besides a stock and a sight. So that's a pro for it, but I don't know. I just don't see it being in the meta. The Hemlock still feels really strong. So does the Triple Take. They did alter both of those guns. If you guys are unsure about what they did, I'm not going to get into it here, but I can link the patch notes in the description, but I'm sure a lot of you have already read them by now. There's a lot of things to be on the lookout for in this map. There's a lot of space that you can just fall off the map. My friends have done it so much so far. I haven't done it, knock on wood, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point. I've been really close a couple times. But it's definitely, there's a lot of areas that, you know, you're figuring out the map still, and you can fall off pretty easily. So be on the lookout for where you can actually play and where you can't. Horizon. I want to talk about Horizon for a second. Horizon is probably the strongest legend that they've released since I started playing. So from Crypto, Revenant, Loba, and Rampart, I think Horizon is the most viable. Now, I don't think she's going to be in the meta unless they give her a buff, but you know, Apex doesn't generally release strong legends upon release. They don't become, you know, Revenant hasn't become Revenant until after Season 4. The Revenant that we know, right? Same with Crypto. Crypto in Season 3 was not good. His drone had 1 HP. Loba, she was okay, but they're still working on buffs for her. I know a lot of people want to see a buff to her Q. They buffed her ultimate a little bit where you could just snag as much ammo as you want, which, I mean, that's good and all, but like, are people going to play her more because of that? I doubt it. And then Rampart. They did buff Rampart a little. I still don't see her being in the meta either. So Horizon is good because of her abilities. Any mobility legend is definitely pretty popular in Apex. The interesting part about her is that when you are in her gravity lift, your aim is like on point. It doesn't stutter or move. You can shoot straight when you're going up. You can, I mean, it's kind of crazy, which it's a good thing for her to have. If they didn't have that, she would be even worse of a legend. So I recommend trying her out at least. As far as the black hole, I mean, it's decent, but it's not that great. It takes like 175 HP and you can destroy it. I think you can only destroy it after it's been placed for like 2 seconds though. And if you're in the midst of it and you're getting sucked into it, you're not going to be able to easily destroy it. So that's why she's probably the most viable new legend upon release, in my opinion. But I don't see her being like a highly used legend in like ranked and some of your favorite streamers, you know, that you're watching. I don't see Horizon going to be in that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. I know she's popular. A new legend is great, and it's something that, you know, new content in this game is always something to look forward to and to be embraced. But I do see her not being completely viable. Some other quick buffs that I want to touch on really quickly is that Caustic I think will still be viable. I still need time to figure out how useful he's going to be. As you guys know, I play a lot of Caustic, but Pathfinder's buff is definitely great. I haven't noticed any problems with the hitbox, and the grapple is amazing. It's like nearly impossible to max out the grapple cooldown. So you can make a fat grapple and have it like 20-25 seconds, and you can hit a small one, have it be 10 to 15. So it's a really great change. As far as something I really want to show you is this.
They're all here, okay. How am I I'm popping Phoenix.
I'm getting silently shot in the back. The Mirage is 1 HP, but you can't go through.
I literally can't.
Now guys, this is what concerns me the most going forward. Season 6 brought a lot of audio bugs, and I believe it had something to do with the ultimate, like Rampart's ultimate, and something going on with the sounds that incur with the ultimates. Now this is just my theory. This isn't, I have nothing to base this off of, but I do know the audio wasn't as bad until season 6. Sure, there were times people weren't there and you couldn't hear them or whatever, but season 6 was bad, okay? And now season 7 is just as bad. This clip I'm showing you now, I was recording, I wasn't streaming. The first clip I was streaming, so I wanted to actually let you guys hear it, but there were so many times throughout this fight that I'm showing you now where the audio like just completely went away. I'm talking shooting, reloading, everything. And I think it had something to do with all the ultimates going off. The Bang ult, the Bloodhound ult, the Black Hole from Horizon. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think there's something going on. The audio is still majorly bugged. And it's not just footsteps. It's gunshots. It's some of the other sounds reloading. And so that is the biggest concern for me going forward. I mean, if this game doesn't have good audio, or the audio keeps getting worse, which is what's happening, then I don't know what we're going to be in for. It makes me rage unlike any other, because I'm pretty decent at this game, but I just constantly get outplayed because of the audio. I mean, I just don't know where people are. The audio makes it sound like people are somewhere else, and then it's just completely gone the next day, like, or the next time. Like, it's just so unpredictable, and it's really frustrating. So that's my biggest concern for season 7. I hope something is going to be fixed, but I really doubt that they even know where the problem lies. I really do, because if they didn't fix it in season 6 and it seems how it's worse on season 7, I just don't know what to do from there. I don't know where they go from there. I don't know what they can do, but I'm not a game developer or anything like that. Just the fact that they hadn't fixed anything in season 6, it's just troubling. So I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think about season 7 so far in the comments down below. And I want to let you know that my next upload will be a banger. It was from season 6, so I mean, there's that, but I still have to show you guys this crazy game. And anybody who's interested in some educational stuff, you are gonna be wanting to watch this video. And yeah, guys, if anybody's new, please consider subscribing, and I'll check you on the next upload. Peace.